Alrighty, and welcome back to Wildewitch RP's live play of our Burning Veil campaign. What is Wildewitch RP, you may ask? I'll tell you. Wildewitch RP is me, Faye, your game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We are a couple who love role-playing games and sharing stories with all of you so much that we quit our day jobs and created our own company, so that way we could create high-quality TTRPG experiences full-time. We've been very fortunate along the way to meet many awesome, amazing players who have joined us on our adventure, including the players who are with us tonight, and you can join them in all the fun. To get started playing with us, just join our Discord and website community, where you can sign up for games, meet us and all of our players, talk about your favorite characters and stories, and even roleplay on our forums. We've got tons of games every day, Monday through Saturday, so that way you can play in the Mortal Guardians episodic campaign and fight back against the evil Coven of Zul and their dark masters from the void beyond the stars. We also, of course, offer high-quality custom quests, magic items, and our Burning Veil campaign that runs alongside the Mortal Guardians. So, take a moment during game to join us and introduce yourself. We can't wait to see you at the table. Now, speaking of table, let's get started with tonight's game. Last we left our heroes, protagonists, our party. They were in the Underroom Highway, having come down through a secret passage underneath the old ruins outside of Ramsdale. You found yourselves staring at a group of undead and cultists, and you watched as Kylandros and his closest moved beyond your reach. However, in this moment at the fortress that you had witnessed this, you had also made allies with a young dwarven spirit named Wada. It is through Wada's help that you were able to enter in to the old keep, the old fortress. And you saw what ruin had laid for the dwarves of that place when it was active and lively. Through your efforts, you bested the cultists that were present and set the spirits free to continue on the cycle beyond Veil the Mortalis. And with your service here done, you can proceed further down, following the trail of Father Kylandros. Now, I don't recall, but I think there was conversation of a rest happening after the incident at the fortress. Do you take a moment to rest?
If that would be in the cards.
Of course it's in the cards. It's your destiny and your lives. What do you do? Do you take a rest?
I'm pretty okay.
I'm pretty banged up.
Yeah, I'm okay HP wise.
Are you tapped on spells?
Uh, not entirely.
I could do a short rest if we want to do that.
We can do a short rest.
Then you take a short rest. In the at least hour short rest that you take, do you seek out any sort of interactions? It's fine if not. But if anyone heals, you may do so now. Refresh whatever you get back on your short rest, and soon you are on your way once more.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that should get me going.
Alright. As you traverse through the underground, eventually you come to a segment that rises dead end at the front of a large temple complex. As you are arriving, let's get perception checks, please. So, Avi, Cecil, Ozira will definitely see this. Well, of course, what you all notice is that there are draconic runes and ornate carvings of dragon skulls, bones, and claws, scales that decorate the outside of this temple, but peering underneath, what Avi, Cecil, and Osiris spot is that it is an old dwarven temple that has been defaced in such a manner. Religion checks, please. So, Avi, you know, and Cecil, you would as well. Looking upon this is some manner of sanctum or a place of divine reverence to the dragon worshippers. Perhaps it is the seat of their power within the area. And why not a survival or nature check, just to add a little spice? Oh no. So Ozira would see this. There is amongst some of the features of refuse and debris along the floor, there are tracks of a gargantuan creature and evidence that a very large dragon passed through this area not terribly long ago. I would, on good authority, bet that Osiris shares this information, so you're well aware of it.
Well, I'm getting more and more trepidatious as we go further.
And you guys want to tell me that it's hard to see a dragon? Look, we got tracks right there.
No, I see the tracks.
I was
those are fake.
talking about a particular someone.
Look, anyone could have come down here with some fake boots on that had dragon feet
And
and just walked around a bit.
those
I don't.
are like the size of Avi. Who would wear boots that big?
Wow.
Somebody with big feet.
Wow.
You know what they say about big boots? Big feet.
Kari speaks up. As concerning as this development is, we need to go forward to get out, or we trek all the way through the underground once more, which adds more time and lets Kylandros get away.
Which way are the tracks going?
They just kind of exist in the area. It's hard to really track them. Just that you see them here. Like something. It's like a cat. Just going around prowling its area.
I don't think we can compare this to a cat.
100% you can.
This is a
Look, the Tiamat manager from WizKids is the size of a small house cat or a large
Okay.
house cat.
That's fine, but this is not a cat.
It's cat adjacent.
This is- I mean, if we have to move forward, fine. I'm just gonna stick real close to Ron.
Yeah, no. She definitely does not argue with that. So why don't we get perception checks? Alright, so Cecil, Avi, Osiris. I'm not getting like any of Bragan's checks.
What do you mean?
None of your checks are coming through.
Weird. I'm rolling them.
I've not seen any, which is why I've not like targeted you out.
Let me refresh. I just got a 19 on that, but I'll re-roll.
Okay, cool. I'll take your 19, or I'll take your 21. Either way,
There we go. All right.
they both work. So Cecil, Avi, Osiris, Bracken, all of you are aware of voices that you can hear ahead of you, coming from within the temple. As you look about, you can spot several lookouts taking up defensive positions and watching the path. They would likely see you if you tried to approach directly.
Should we try sneaking up on them?
Yeah, we could try that.
Well, why don't we get investigation or survival first? Cecil, you spot there is a pathway up the side of the temple to ambush those figures upon the the sentries that stand watch looking over the pathway.
If we go up this way, we can get the drop on them.
So, I will say a stealth or performance check to move up the... Oh no! Oh, Bracken.
That one came through.
Everybody's favorite.
Alright. So, as you are moving into position, Cecil and Avi, you are in a prime position when Bracken, you have your wing get caught on one of the rocky outcroppings, and it causes you to have to dislodge yourself, which isn't the most quiet of things. You have the guards turning. Cecil, Avi, you have a brief moment here to try and take out the guard that you're in prime position behind. I will ask for an attack roll.
Well,
Avi, you get a clean, silent kill before this happens, but I'm going to ask for a initiative roll as the one that spotted Bracken and the one that Cecil, you were unable to strike down, calls for attention. And well, we've got a bit of a battle. So, the battle music. So, with that, it is going to be, we've got Ozira going first. You've got two guys out here.
Are they bad guys?
They seem to be, as they were the sentries that were watching this temple.
Alright, a nice morally ambiguity. I'll take it. I'm gonna say I get to the back of the group. Let's go ahead and do a sacred flame on whoever's better looking.
Okay.
Oof. Because since he's better looking, he's gonna get very low damage coming his way.
That is a 12 on his dex save, so he'll take that 8 damage.
Cool. And then just finger guns, and that's it.
Alright, Bracken, we come to your turn.
We're just gonna move to punch up since, that's what we do. Oh. That will be consistent. 22 points of damage on those.
Okay.
And then I'll just move for a bonus action strike as well. 14 to hit.
A 14 does not strike.
Okay. That will be my turn.
With that, Avi, we come to your turn.
I'm gonna go for a manslaughter.
Okay.
It's an intelligence save.
At the same guy that everyone's been beaten up on?
Sure.
Alright. That's a 12.
Love to hear it. That's 4 socket.
Alright, cool. He's still standing.
I'll believe it.
Anything else upon your turn?
But that's it.
Cecil, we come to you.
I'll swing at the one that I missed earlier.
Okay.
One.
20 will strike.
17.
Alrighty, a 17 hits as well. Beautiful damage. Alright, anything else from Cecil?
That's it.
Our undead sentries were called in for their brethren from inside the temple to come to their aid. So 4 more guards come out, but the ones that are present, they will drop their bows and pull out spears from their back and take some stabs. We've got 2 stabs at Bracken. An 18
Will hit.
and an 8 misses. But you will take, with that one stab, 10 points of piercing damage and an additional 6 points of poison. And then at Cecil, we've got 2 guys coming at you. Or not 2 guys coming at you, 2 stabs. 23.
Yeah.
And a 24.
No. Yes.
5 points piercing with 4 points poison on the first stab. 10 points piercing with 5 points poison on the second. And
Ow.
the other 4 will move in. And Avi, since you stabbed one, they're going to take a stab at you.
Okay.
22.
Is that a question?
And then a 13.
That just hits.
So, first one is 10 points of piercing damage. And, 11 points poison. And then
Okay.
6 points piercing. And 6 points poison.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And that's it for our guards. The ones that act this turn. Ozira, what would you like to do?
You said some undead and some other folk moved up, right?
There
Guards, I mean.
there are more guards, but all the guards are undead.
Okay, gotcha. Could I get a lot within 30 feet?
You could get all of them within 30 feet.
Glorious.
All right.
And then I'll just keep on hanging out in the back and thumbs up, and that'll be it.
Con saves on this, yeah?
Yeah, con 17.
Cool. Only 2 of them will pass the con 17 with 20s. The others are all below 10. So, he's messed up. He's fine. He's messed up. There. Cool. So, as Osiris sticks to the back, having released this radiant bracken,
Yes.
the guy in front of you looks real bad.
Well, he's about to look a lot worse because fist. There it is.
You fucking great. Would you like to paint a picture? This guy had 1 HP left.
Oof. Yeah, I'm just straight up just gonna. It's one of those punches where you can tell everything upstairs just got rattled and he just drops.
Yeah, I will say, a few teeth get knocked loose with that, as the body drops, and goes still.
Is there someone next to us?
There are more that you can easily get close to. They all kind of came out to
That's
fight.
a 19, so.
19 sounds like it'll hit.
And then we'll go for one more. Oh, that one.
Unfortunately, that misses. That gets caught on the shield.
Unless there's any mages around. Any wizards.
Not... Most wizards' AC is not that low.
Level 1 wizards. But that will be the turn.
Avi, we come to your turn.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and cast False Life.
Okay.
Because I need some help. So that's 18 temp HP for me.
Lovely.
Pretty good.
And then I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points, and I'm going to quicken spell Sword Burst.
Ooh.
So the one that's on me needs a dex save.
That is a 16 on his dex save.
Well, he passes. He's fine.
Alright. With that, it will be, I believe, the end of your turn then, Avi.
Yes.
And Cecil, we come to you. The guy in front of you looks a pretty good bit messed up.
17.
17 definitely strikes.
How's he doing?
He's dead again.
Can I get to the? Can I get over to the one on Avi?
You can. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze because Bracken's also over here, but you can definitely get over there.
11.
11 also gets caught on his shield.
Alright, well, at least I'm here.
At least you're here. It's the moral support that counts, you know? But having 3 of you here means that Avi is not a obvious target. So, as it comes to our guards go, the one on Avi will attack. That is going to be Bracken on the first strike, and Cecil on the second. So, 2 stabs. The first one towards Bracken is a 7.
Oh.
And then towards Cecil, that is a 23.
Yes.
Cecil, please take for me 7 points of piercing damage, and that is going to be 6 points of poison.
Alright.
And then we have the other guards move in, and now they will also go after Cecil, Bracken, and Avi. 1 stab at each of you.
Boy.
And then we've got a 23 again on Cecil.
Yep.
We got a 14 on Avi.
Yep.
And a 21 on Bracken.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Alright. 7 points piercing damage to Cecil. 4 points poison. 6 points piercing damage to Avi. 2 points poison.
Am I close enough to use interception on that?
Sure. Does interception do the disadvantage, or that's the
Damage
yeah,
reduction.
damage reduction?
Reduced by 5 points.
Okay.
For Avi.
So Avi is reduced by 5. And then for Bracken, that was 5 points of piercing and 5 points poison. But good news is that the poison that drips off of their spear points has eroded at this time. You
Is
know,
there any need for con saves or anything like that, or?
You're not getting the poisoned condition. They had applied a toxin to their spears, but the toxin has worn off. You can see that it's no longer glistening or dripping. Just only with your blood.
Okay.
And Urzaira.
I'll do a hashtag bless for the party and just kind of keep on hanging back where I'm at to give them a little extra boost, and that'll be it for me.
Alright, so as Urzaira spouts his faith in you, his party members, you are hashtag blessed. You get an extra d4 for attack rolls and saving throws. And Bracken, we come to your turn. You've got a guy that is between you, Avi, and Cecil, all kind of bloodied, and other guys here as well.
Extra d4 for attack. That'll be a 16 and a 27.
Yeah, both of those will hit.
No, wait, the first one... Whoops. Wait, no, that was right. Okay, 11 points of damage there. And... You said I have 2 guys?
I mean, technically all 4 of them are nearby you guys at this moment, but
Gotcha. I'm gonna do a patient defense.
Okay. Then that is... Alright. Avi, we come to your turn. The guy in between you guys is, he's messed up.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna... I'll take a swipe at him.
Go for it.
Oh, I have a D4.
You do have
Hold
a
on.
D4?
That makes
Fortunately, a 13 does not quite strike.
Well, you know, I'll just sit here then.
So, as your blade gets caught against the spear, Cecil, we come to your turn.
The same guy in the middle?
Same guy in the middle. He's messed up.
Okay. We'll see what we can do. That should be okay.
Yeah, that'll help. He's
10
down.
damage. Is there anyone else I can get to and swing at?
Yeah, there's the guy that came up and stabbed you.
Yeah, that's a good op. 20 for 13 points.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
I'm gonna use second wind. I will heal for 12.
Alright, sounds good. As you center yourself and heal, it is going to be our guards go. And we got some stabs coming through him. The first one against you, Cecil, misses. And the second one misses worse than that.
Good.
The one that stepped up to Avi. That's a definite miss.
Right.
That's a natural one.
Oh,
And a 9 will miss as well.
yeah.
It seems that without their poison, they just can't hit. And then Bracken's at disadvantage. The first one misses with a 7. The second one misses with an 11. So, that's it for our 3 remaining guards. Osiris, do you do anything upon your turn?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do another Sacred Flame on. Let's do the any random one would be fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. And then that'll be it for me.
Alright, he fails his dex save with a 13, so he'll take the full 15 points of damage. This is the one that he's standing in front of Cecil, and he goes down. So that just leaves the one that's with Avi and with Bracken. As Bracken, we come to your turn.
Well, we're gonna keep punching. As long as there's people up. Do 17s hit?
17s will strike.
That'll be 12 points of damage.
Alright, he
14 rather.
still seems in fighting condition.
Yeah, go one more then. For another 10.
Alright, now he's looking a little rough. But still hanging in there as Avi, we come to your turn. You've got one in front of you.
Great. We'll go for a Mind Sliver.
Yeah, that's a 12.
Oh. And Psychic.
Oof. Yeah, no, he's not having a good day right here.
Mm-mm.
Anything else upon your turn, Avi?
You know what? Yeah, let's throw a Bardic to Cecil.
Cecil, you have a bardic inspiration.
Alright.
Anything else? I don't believe so, which means Cecil, we come to you.
Okay, I'll swing at this guy again.
Oh, the one in front of you went down.
Oh, who else is in range?
You've got one on Avi, one on Bracken.
Go for the one on Avi.
Go for it. Yeah. Alright, so...
23 damage.
Yeah, no, this guy goes down. So all that's left is the one on Bracken.
Nice.
And anything else upon your turn, Cecil?
That's it.
Our guards will now go. And by guards, I mean the guard. So, spear attack at Bracken. 12 will miss. And a 15.
Nope.
Alright, so you are dipping and dodging out of the way. And Osiris, there's one left. Yeah. And that is a figure down. So. You have dispatched the guards. And you are no longer bound by initiative. as you have now secured the entrance, do you continue on your way upwards towards the temple, or do you take a moment here for a quick breather?
Are they clearly dressed in dragon worshipping garb?
They do seem to appear to be of the dragon cult.
Alleged dragon worshiping god.
Listen, as much as I would love to rest, I think the quicker we get out of here, the quicker we get towards, some sleep. So I want to get out of here.
Yeah, I think that might be the right way to go.
Alright. Then you head upwards into the main hall. And you see the temple. Or what remains of it. You find a decrepit lair. Beastly, desolate creature of some sort must live here. You see bones, cobwebs, other debris, including belongings of slain travelers and adventurers. Nature or Arcana? So, Avi,
Mm-hmm.
this is, without any doubt, the lair of the Wildewitch, though it appears absent at the moment. It's, from what you can see, takes nest here when it is not patrolling the swamps above.
Okay. So, hey guys,
Yeah,
you know that thing that, definitely doesn't exist?
yeah.
This is where it definitely doesn't live.
Yeah, well, good. Let's just keep moving then.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sure I'm like cutting off circulation in Ron's hand or something.
Yeah. She holds your hand tightly back. A presence of stability, foundation. Can I get religion checks as you are moving through?
I don't know, can you?
Well, that's why I'm asking.
Open up for me with my 7.
Bracken, as much as you don't believe in this Draclich business, the dragon worshippers, the alleged dragon worshippers, they've got some sort of symbiotic bargain going on with whatever entity allows them to survive in this area while serving its whims. Moving through, can I get a perception check?
Oh.
At the far end of the antechamber that you find yourselves within, you all notice that the ceiling has collapsed down. There is a wide, step-like tunnel that rises up to the open, hazy night sky above. You can even smell the stagnant, swampy air that seeps in and down along with the dripping current of bog water draining down the tunnel. And you also see Avi and Ozira there are figures here that seem to be awaiting your arrival. They seem to be skirmishers from the Dragon Cold. You see undead warriors in heavy armor and a mage-like figure. Cecil and Bracken, you can notice them, as I'm sure that Avi and Osiris point them out, that you've got company. And I would like for everyone to make me investigation checks as you look at the figures gathered here. Cecil, Bracken, Avi, you recognize that the mage-like figure, well, they're a priest, some sort of high-ranking cleric within this dragon cult. You see that the features upon the ensemble are a black malign regalia, bone jewelry. Pretty intimidating. And as you are walking this area, and as it seems that the two of you, your groups, acknowledge each other, you watch the cultist warriors fan out, taking defensive postures around the cleric. But the heavily guarded warriors step forward, slowly, weapons drawn. The dragon priest stays where he is. Your souls, in exchange for the untold powers of the Shadow Realm. He raises his hands, billowing sleeves. Come, would-be heroes, face death at the hands of those who serve the greatest force in this world, the will of the dragon.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pass for me.
Does not seem to be an answer that they are willing to accept, as the warriors now continue their pressure inwards. Let's get initiatives rolled here.
What are the other tonight? Fuck it.
So. So, alright. Oh, no! Let's get you a nice little sad trombone. Yeah, you know what? This seems like it's still an appropriate fight sound. Oh, you know what? We'll bring it down and we'll get some actual fight music. It's fine. So, it will be... Those are all warriors. And our small cultists and our priest. So, it is Cecil first, then Osiris, after that it is Avi, and our warriors, Priest. Then Bracken, culties, and NPCs. So, Cecil, what would you like to do as you are the first to act in this moment?
I'm gonna position myself 5 feet in front of Avi and take the dodge action.
Alright. With that, Ozira, we come to your turn. You've got the 3 plated warriors, you've got a couple of cultists spread out, and a dragon priest.
How many do you think I could get within a wall of fire? If it's only a couple, I'll do something different.
You'd probably really only be able to get the warriors in a wall of fire.
Okie dokie. In that case, can I get them all in a fireball without hitting Cecil?
All the warriors, they had moved forward. The dragon priest stayed back.
Okay, how far back of the dragon priest do you think?
The dragon priest, he is probably on the order of about 65.
Ooh, okay, so in that case, I'm just gonna chill. So let's go ahead and just do a bonus action spiritual weapon on just one of the warriors.
Alright.
There. And then let's do a sacred flame on one of the warriors as well, and that'll be it.
Alright.
Oof.
So...
And I'll just hang back at the back of the party again.
15 on his dex save.
He shall fail.
Alrighty. With that, Avi, we come to your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna step up next to Cecil for a second. We're gonna go for a ray of sickness at the priest.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Okay, so 19 to hit.
A 19 strikes.
That's so sad. It's 10 poison.
Okay.
And then he needs a con save.
That is cocked, but that is going to be a total of 21. It's cocked between the
Okay.
19 and the 1.
Well, then he's not poisoned, and then I'm gonna move back the 5 feet that I moved up.
Sounds good. With that, it is our warriors go. And they move forward. And we'll go for our frontliner. So we've got Cecil, and then, yeah, you know what? Kari and Ron. Since Ron puts herself up in that area. So, they swing with swords. 18 to strike Cecil.
Miss.
And 18 will miss Kari. But a 23 hits Ron. Alright. It is after the warriors go, our priest, who is going to, seems, take a defensive action here. And holds, watching, waiting, being ready. It is then going to be Bracken, your turn. You've got 3 higher armored warriors, the fanning out of the smaller culties, and then the dragon priest.
We are gonna go after the armored warriors first. We're gonna just set up a defensive line.
Okay.
And we're just gonna punch the one in the center.
Go for it. So this is the one that went after Kari. Both strikes hit.
Don't cause no trouble. Get out. That'll be 16 points of damage, and then I'll do a patient defense.
Beautiful. It is our small cultists, and they're just gonna throw some rocks at you guys out of their slings. So
Sorry, you know who is acting up.
look, you can't. He's just a boy.
You little bastard. Hey.
So the first one's
Maybe
coming
just
towards
sit
Ozira with a
like that.
21 to strike. For 4 points of bludgeoning damage. The second strike is coming at one of the NPCs. That'll go for Lorcan. Misses Lorcan. And then the last one is going for Cecil with a natural 20.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, the little stone bullet hits right in your eye, in between the visor of your helmet. That's 9 points of bludgeoning damage. But that is it for our culties, and our NPCs are gonna go, and Ansel's gonna throw a healing word at you, Cecil. Please take for me, that'll be 8 points of healing.
Got it.
And Cecil, it's your turn.
They're all still back?
The
Have any
culties?
come up?
The warriors have come up,
Okay.
but
I'll,
the small cultists, no.
Okay, I'll hit one of the warriors. I'll try. 20?
20 hits warrior.
Damage.
19 damage. Oof. He's looking rough. He may be better armored, but he's still just an undead guy.
That's it.
Alright, with that, it is Ozira, your turn. You've got 3 warriors here. Yeah, that'll hit this guy. That guy goes down. So the one in front of Cecil is down. Sacred Flame, let's just decide which of the 2 that's going for. So that's the one that Bracken and Kari are in front of. And he fails his dex save. So that is, as the radiant flames come surrounding him, he does burn, but he is still in fighting condition at the end of his turn. As Avi, it's your turn.
Okay, cool. I'll move up next to Cecil again.
Okay.
This time I'm gonna cast a shatter on the priest.
Okay.
So he needs a con save.
Cool.
It's so sad. What is with my damage?
He rolled a natural 1, so
Okay.
he'll take full damage.
It's 14.
It's 14 more than he had before.
Well, could have been better.
Could have.
I'm just real sad about it.
Anything else upon your turn, Avi?
No.
It is our warriors go. And we've got the one that is in front of Bracken and Kari. He's going to take a swing at Bracken and Kari. A 19 does not hit Kari. And then a 9 does not hit Bracken. So the other one, upon a run, takes 2 swings. First one misses. Second one, however, will hit. But that's minimum damage. So Ron's doing alright. For now.
Don't say that. You gotta add that at the end for.
It's our priest's go. And this time, yeah, you know what? Yeah, he's gonna do the thing. He is. Is he gonna do the thing? He should do the thing. Yeah, he's gonna do it. The one that is surrounded by Bracken and Kari is now glimmering as the priest will release a Shield of Faith spell upon the figure. And then, you know what? If I could have Ozira make for me a dexterity saving throw. Cool. So, Ozira, you will be taking a lovely 7 points of necrotic damage as the priest rains down a shadowy version of a similar spell to your Sacred Flame. But that is it for our priest. Bracken, it is your turn.
We're gonna go punch again.
13 will miss.
Do we still have bless or no?
Bless was in the last camp.
Right.
So it's
I didn't know if it was like
it's a minute.
A minute or it's just a minute. Got it.
Yeah.
So 16 will hit.
16 would normally hit, but this guy. Oh no, it wouldn't actually normally hit. I'm looking at a wrong stat block. No,
All right,
16
well,
misses.
I'm just gonna patient defense. Damn.
Cool. It's our culties go. And only one is gonna throw a slingshot this time. Who does he go for? It's gonna be an NPC. So we got Lorcan, Kari, Terraminder, Carissa, Ron, Ansel. I think that's all of our guys, so let me just roll a d6. It's Kari that's going to be targeted. And Kari gets hit with a natural 20. So she also gets struck right in the head. This one right in the middle, mind's eye. And then it's our NPCs go. And it's going to be... that's going to be a Terraminder act. So she's going to pull out her crossbow, and she's going to shoot at the Dragon Priest. Terry hits the Dragon Priest. Let's go. Alright, so as her bolt crosses over the field and sinks into the black robes, Cecil, we do come to your turn.
Any more in melee with me?
You've got two of the warriors that are easily able to be within melee. You've got one that's with Ron and another that's with Kari and Bracken.
Okay, can I flank the one with Ron?
Yes. A 16 just misses.
I will use the Bardic.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, no. Anything else upon your turn, Cecil?
That's it.
All right, Ozira, we come to your turn. Drop my handy-dandy calculator. Alright, so moving that over, that will strike, and that hits the one between Bracken and Kari.
And a firebolt towards the priest to return the favor.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It's 2d10 plus 5, so I get 7. But
Oh
it's a little more
no!
shots once. Yeah,
So
that's it for me.
that's it for you. So the firebolt, heads across the field and strikes into the priest. And Avi, we come to your turn.
We're gonna go for Dissonant Whispers, the priest.
Okay.
So wisdom save.
He's fairly good at those.
Mm.
But that is a bad roll. That's going to be a 14.
It's 12 psychic.
Alrighty.
I'm
And
sorry, what did you say? What number?
14.
Okay, he'll take 6. I'm sorry.
No worries. You just want this guy dead. It's fine. Alright, so priest is starting to get a little hurt. But still standing there.
I'm gonna give a bardic to Bracken.
Bracken gets bardic. And with that, our warriors will take swipes. That's a natural 1. So, Bracken, you're fine.
Right.
And then, so is Kari over on Run. That does not hit Run. And a 17 will miss Cecil, yeah?
Yes.
So you're fine as well. So no one gets hit by the heavy warriors this turn. And so our priests go. And our priest, I need a dex save from Avi.
15.
All right, so you don't take damage as shadowy energy comes down, shrouding your vision for a moment, but you're fine. Bracken, it is your turn.
Then we will go for attacks.
Go for it.
And we will do nothing with those attacks. We're just gonna hold off on opponent, or we'll swing for an extra bonus action,
Okay.
since we could do that relatively for free. Sweet, awesome, cool.
You do have Kari present if you would like to turn into a flank in the
I
future.
also have an extra bardic.
You do have a bardic.
I will move. I will use the bardic on that last one. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 will strike.
Beautiful. I will turn that into an attack. And then I will move for the flank for future.
Well, with 10 points of damage, this guy goes down.
Excellent.
So there's only one of the heavy armed warriors left, and that's between Ron and Cecil. Then you have the dragon priest and the little culties that are all about the outside.
Yeah.
With that, it is our little cultists go. And you know what? Definitely Bracken's getting a strike. So we got 3 little slingshot bullets coming out. 1 going to Bracken. 1 going to an NPC. And 1 going to Osiris. So 19 to hit Bracken.
That will hit.
3 points bludgeoning damage as this sling bullet comes your way. And 18 to Osiris. Which, if it will hit, will be 3 points of bludgeoning damage. And then a 7 misses Carissa. And that is it for our cultists. Our NPCs are going to go. It is going to be Carissa's turn. And Carissa is going to... what is she going to do? She'll get a Bardic Inspiration out to Cecil. And it's a D8 from Carissa. And so that's her bonus action. And she'll take a dodge action. And Cecil, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm swinging.
Alright, let's see it.
I'm still flanked with Ron, right?
You are still flanked with Ron.
There we go.
Hell yeah. Alright, he's looking rough.
That's it.
Alright. Ozyra, we come to your turn. Spiritual weapon meanders over to the last warrior over here. Gets a crit. And that's gonna be bam, bam, bam. This warrior is down. So you've got just the small cultists and the dragon priest left.
Can I reach the dragon priest with a sacred flame?
Yeah, I would say so. Sacred Flame's like, if he steps up like 5 feet, because he's 65 away, so.
Yeah, I'll do so.
Our dragon priest makes his roll and fails it, so he'll
As he
take
should.
full 14, which has got him looking a little rough here.
And drag him all over the floor. Ayo.
God. Avi,
Yeah.
we come to your turn. You've got the 6 fanned out small cultists and the dragon priest left standing.
Okay, I got one of these baby cultists within 60 feet.
You can be easily within 60 feet. You'd just be stepping
Okay.
up like 15 feet.
Great. We'll get one of them, or attempt to, with a ray of sickness.
Alright.
That's
Yeah.
22.
Definitely hits.
That's gonna be 9 poison, and I need a con save.
That's a 5.
He's poisoned till the end of my next turn.
Ew. That's not good.
Well,
Alright. With that, anything else upon your turn, Avi?
no, that's it.
It's our priest's go. He doesn't like this. Let's have Cecil make for me a dexterity saving throw, please.
6.
You do have a D8. As Carissa did give you a bardic.
9.
9, unfortunately, is not enough. You are looking at a lovely 7 points necrotic damage. And that's all that our priest is gonna do. Bracken,
Yes.
what are you wanting to do here?
Am I still in that flank or do I need to move?
The guy that was on that flank is dead.
Beautiful. Can I move into a new one?
There's no warriors. All that's left are your small cultists that no one's in melee with, and the dragon priest.
I will move into the dragon priest then.
Hell yeah.
And dragon priest is gonna get bop, 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 bop.
Hell yeah.
2021.
Alright, a 20 and 21 will both strike.
40 points.
Cool. Then that is going to be 20 points to the dragon priest. And as he looks almost as if he is going to be taken down by that, there is a cry from one of the culties as they will sacrifice themselves and siphon their health for him, so he sucks that energy.
You're nasty. He ain't worth it.
Look, you try telling a cultist what is and isn't worth it, okay? But that is it for Bracken, and that was their reaction. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. It is our culties go. And seeing that their leader is in dire straits, we've got 2 more that will give themselves up, including our poisoned fella. So he's got only that much remaining, so that puts our buddy boy there, and you've got 3 small culties. And it's our NPCs go after that. Who amongst our NPCs will go? That's going to be a Kari. So she's going to rush forward, and she will provide a flank for you, Bracken. She's going to take a swing. And Kari's going to crit.
This is Kari.
You know, sometimes she deserves it. And that is going to be a lovely amount of damage. So, with that, Cecil, we come to your turn. What would you like to do?
Can I get to the small cultist? Or one of them?
Yeah, you could get to a small cultist.
I'll go after that.
You can go for it.
I'll try hard. Never mind.
Oh no! Womp 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 womp. Now you're just looking at a small cultist. It is Osiris' turn. Alright. I'm assuming this is on the priest, so... the spiritual weapon would not be able to make it to the priest or any of the small cultists, but the priest does succeed on his sacred flame and will take no damage. So, with that, Osiris, as you start to place your pawns upon the battlefield, Avi, we come to your turn.
Can I make it to the one that Cecil is on?
Yeah.
Okay, full flank. It's a 16 to hit.
16 is going to hit a small cultist.
A whole 6 piercing.
Oof. Cultist is still in fighting condition, but ouch.
That's alright. I'm mostly here for moral support.
It's
You can
alright.
get him, Cecil.
With that, Avi, I believe it is the end of your turn, which means that it's our priest's go. And since Bracken, you're right here, he's going to put a shield of faith around himself, and take the
Rude.
dodge action.
So rude.
So, Bracken, it is your turn. Your attacks against him are at disadvantage.
Don't I have a flank though?
You do, which means it's a straight roll. Did you just crit?
Yeah, I did. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, the crit will hit, and so will the 22.
So that'll be 28 points of damage.
Cool.
How's that for a shield of faith?
He's gonna have another cultist sacrifice himself to get him a little bit more HP.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know, right?
So, that'll be my turn.
That's their reaction. And cool. There's only 2 small cultists left as it comes to their turn, and the one between Avi and Cecil is gonna try and hit you guys
Okay.
with his hand because he only has a sling.
Oh, bless him.
That's a 20 to hit Cecil.
I accept.
So That's 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
This man just slapped me in the face.
Yeah, that's what he did. The other one is going to rush forward towards Bracken, and I need Bracken to make for me either a athletics or an acrobatics check, as this man's going to try and tackle you.
He could try.
Yeah, you just like flutter out of his way, and he like sprawls out on the ground. So our NPCs go. And who's going to act on this turn? It's going to be Lorcan. We're getting some arrows shot out. One at the Dragon Priest, which does not strike. And it does not hit the small cultist either. Come on, Breck. Lorcan. Cecil, it's your turn. You just got slapped.
Oh, we're swinging. I'm flanking with Avi, right?
Yeah.
Oh, does a 13 hit?
A 13 will hit a cultist. He's smushed.
Gonna hit his corpse.
He's double smushed. So, anything else from Cecil?
Can I start moving to the last one?
Yeah, he's right next to the Dragon Priest on the ground, so easily done.
Okay.
Ozyra, we come to you. You've got a Dragon Priest and a cultist sprawled out on the ground.
Do I want to troll? I don't know.
If you're doing a ranged attack against the prone cultist, it is at disadvantage.
Oh, I'd probably be putting a flaming spear right on this tushy. Yeah.
You do have your companions in that area as well. Just saying.
It's just a 5-foot diameter, so it should just be right on him.
Okay, yeah, then it's fine.
Him and the other cultist, I'm hoping.
Well, there's no
And
other
then,
cultist. There's just the Dragon Priest and the cultist.
Okay, yeah. And then slow Zamboni is still moving forward, I guess, into 20 feet. So how far away is it from the priest right now, I guess, at this point?
It'd be 25 feet from the priest.
Okay. And is it possible to make it look menacing? Just like the most, think like Thor, Love and Thunder, just the hammer floating in the air as it approaches.
Never seen Love and Thunder.
I judge you. Anyway, that's it.
Cool. Avi, we come to your turn.
Great. We're gonna go up to the guy that's, taking a nap.
It's prone?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
7 piercing.
He hisses through his teeth as your blade sinks into his shoulder, but he's still alive and bleeding.
I'm gonna add psychic blades.
Go for it.
Oh no, it's another 2 psychic.
He's in a lot more pain than he was before.
You're rude. Do you know that?
What? It's true. I'm looking at the numbers.
And I'm telling him he's rude.
Oh. So, with that, it is the priest's go after you, Avi. And, priest continues to dodge. He doesn't want to be hit.
Continues to dodge.
Priest continues to dodge. Bracken, it's your turn.
Still got a flank, right?
Still got a flank, so straight rolls. All hit.
Yeah, Faye. He's gonna take 2 more d6 for hanging out in the flaming sphere.
Well, he's not gonna be here much longer.
Yeah, that's 30 points of damage there.
Yeah. And then...
Hey, let my ones go through.
Take my ones!
So, yeah, the Dragon Priest goes down, and you have just got a very, morose, small cultist that is in pain. And you know what? I need Avi to make for me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Oh no, okay. That's a whole 8.
Cool. An 8 does not beat out his 16 as he pulls you prone as well, knocking your feet out from underneath you, and has you grappled.
Rude!
And it is going to be our NPCs, and it's going to be Ron that comes forward, and she will, as she steps forward, conjure forth her shadow blade, and she just strikes it across this guy. He's still technically prone, so she'll have advantage. That is a strike, and he goes down. And in that same motion, Ron is going to offer her hand to you, Avi, to help you out.
Of course, I'm gonna take it.
So, combat does come to a close as you have defeated the dragon cultists here. And what do you do?
See, piece of cake.
Mm,
That guy
yeah.
was probably going behind a rock telling everyone he was talking to a dragon, and now we're good.
Okay. Is that our way out? I really want to get out of here.
Is that our way out?
You have the tunnel, the rising tunnel that leads to the surface, but I mean, you are in a dragon's lair with valuables from other adventurers.
Ooh, that's a good point.
If you would like
Or,
to
well,
do
quote unquote dragon's lair.
yeah, quote unquote. If you would like to do an investigation or perception check for valuables, you may do so.
I would love to.
That kind of makes me feel icky. I don't want to do that.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess that we've got a guidance. Not that I think it would be necessary, but already got advantage on it. But yeah, no. As you guys are looking about the area, can Avi, you roll for me an insight check?
Yeah, I can do that. It's a whole 12.
Cool. You're getting a little antsy. The rumors, the dragon, it could be back at any moment. And if it does return, you don't know, with how many battles you've already had, if you'd be able to take it, even with some of your companions' help. Meanwhile, Bracken, Cecil, and Ozira, you do find some items that seem to resist the decay of time. They seem to be magical in nature. There's enough for you and your companions, but not really much time here or well lighting to investigate what they are fully. But you do find some things. So you can pick those up to investigate and inspect later. All right, I see your cheeky comments. But as you are collecting those, let's get you guys out into and out of this lair, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So, what would you like to do? If you've got tools to help you climb, such as climbing gear, definitely something you can utilize here. Otherwise, you've got skills or abilities if you'd like to. You can easily make your way up with time, but again, with Avi and her anxiety is kind of coming through, you don't really know how much time you've got, and there are some areas where you will need effort to carefully maneuver for safety. So, what do you do?
Can I use a survival check to see if I can find the least dangerous path, avoiding unsettled rocks that might give way?
I would say to find the path, I would say an investigation or a perception check. 15. Yeah, you are able to find a sturdy, reliable path upon the rising tunnel, and can use this to chart a courseward outwards. So, as you begin with that, Cecil, what do the rest of you do?
Listen, I just want to get out. I'm just gonna start climbing.
Athletics or acrobatics?
I'm just gonna fly up.
Well,
It's a
not everyone can fly.
Yeah.
You stumble a little bit as you are trying to climb up, and as you sort of slide back a little bit, you feel a presence behind you, catching you before you can move and lose ground, and it's Ron. We've got this, and she will help you climb up the rest of the way. What is Ozira doing?
I'll follow after Cecil, attempting the same thing and trying to make sure the footing and the path looks okay.
Yeah, perception or investigation. All right, yeah, you find an area where you can move up and not have to worry. It's a safer area. And so it is going to be it takes some time, but you do get up out of the tunnel. And as you are reaching the summit, and you're in the night air, you are able to you're starting to look for a place to rest, determine your way forward. Go ahead, let's get survival or nature checks. Avi, you see a narrow band of rocky outcroppings. It gives a vantage and a view of the nearby area. Bracken, you see this as well.
That looks as good of a place as any, yeah?
It should work.
All right. You make your way over to that area in the cool night air. And as you do, you reach the rocks. And you are able to survey the landscape. Perception checks here. A cool wind overtakes the area, filling and pulling at your clothes, and Ozira and no, it is Ozira and Cecil that spot this. As the wind blows through, a dark and heavy shadow sails down from the clouds above here in the night. Go ahead, roll for me stealth checks, everybody. Oh no.
Oh no.
As you try to
Do y'all get it together?
As you try to take cover here in this moment, you see where you drop down quickly, clumsily in some cases, but the monstrous creature, the massive reptilian form, wings fluttering and closing against its scaly hide. You can see in some portions the rot and the decay of this draconian image. It seems to look around, peer out at your outcropping, smell the air. You see the tongue lick out. But as it comes back, it turns, the heavy tail whipping behind it as the Dracolich may have just missed its next meal, so close to its lair as it descends. You watch the bony dark skeleton shudder, almost casting off water and brine. The pale green glow of its eyes, just moments before it enters in, you hear the roar unearthly as it shouts up to the sky and sinks down to the very bones of your beings before it descends into its nest, crawling beneath the ground.
It's not real. I don't believe it.
It's just a major illusion.
Yeah. No. See, I probably could find that card with my deck of illusions. That's just a really big, a really good card, you know.
Some big wizard's all pissed off that we killed all his followers, and now he's making a fake dragon.
Yeah. Good for him. I think the budget they put into this one's really good. I think I still smell the soot. Anyway.
I don't think y'all are very funny right now.
You know what? It's not real, Avi. It's fine. I bet that thing doesn't even know that we're here.
I don't want to be here right now.
I don't think that we have much better places to rest, so I think we just keep it down for the evening. And we leave at the first available opportunity. We can take watches, make sure that that thing does not bother us.
Yeah, all right.
I still favor morning watches, and I'm happy to volunteer for the third watch.
Take first, I'm not sleeping after that.
I'll take first as well.
Alright, so Cecil and Avi on first watch. And
I'll take second. I'll just need a power nap, and then I can keep going after.
alright, so Bracken and Lorcan will take second. And then who wants to do third with Kari? We'll have... Why not have Curtisa and Kari? So, you make peace with the fact that there is or is not a Dracolich a few hundred feet away from where you bed down. But Kari said, as soon as we're rested, you all move on. Get out of here. And as you take your positions ready for watch, Cecil and Avi, you are upon your first watch together. Let's get perception checks.
Oh god.
It was caught. 5 in the 18.
Womp, 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 womp.
You know, what makes sense.
Yeah, you're a little shaken after what you just saw. Even the most normal sounds of the swamp here at this night have you jumping. You're not quite sure if it's just the adrenaline from so many fights, or if it's the fear of seeing the winged scourge so close. But it seems this evening that even the shadows move with a frightening life to them.
I'm gonna sound like a child, Cecil, but I want my mom.
I don't want my mother anywhere near this thing. Cecil's like looking around, trying to look everywhere, but it results in him really not paying attention to anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was a major illusion.
No, I don't either.
Don't know why he's lying to himself. It was right there in front of us.
Look, the two of them, they're... How can they see that and not believe it?
Well, hopefully they can see the seriousness of the situation.
I need to, like, not think about the fact that it's so close.
Yeah, and we just stole from it.
I didn't steal anything.
Oh, we took some stuff.
You, well, you know, that's like people's graves and stuff. Y'all stole from there.
Well, they're not so concerned about it, and I'm not concerned about the dead people. It's that dragon that just flew over us that I'm much more concerned about having wrong. Is it gonna notice? Is it gonna notice all its followers that we've killed?
Oh, Cecil, you're not helping.
I'm just trying to be realistic.
I know you are, but listen. Listen, if I think about it too much, there's literally gonna be no sleep for me.
Well, we're so close, we can really only hope for the best.
Nothing seems to happen upon your watch regarding the Dracolich. There are still a few more scares where the life out in the swamp seems to jump at you, catching your heart at the wrong moment. But there doesn't seem to be any threats. At least not during your watch, Cecil and Avi. Bedding down, Bracken and Lorcan are awakened for their second watch. Can I get a perception check from you, Bracken? Oh no, did I lose Bracken? Perception
I'm
check,
sorry?
as it's your watch.
Yes. My apologies. There we are.
Alright. As you and Lorcan take your watch, Lorcan seems a bit jumpy. but you just hear the swampland around you.
What's got you all up in arms?
Look, I know that you don't quite believe the fact that we just saw a Draculage, but that's what we just saw.
No, come on. Look, I gave you a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Now, are you
There
just
was a
telling that to yourself because you don't want to believe that it's a
No,
Draculage?
I believe there's more magic users out there than there are dragons or liches. And big, spooky, scary creatures are what you would want to drum up if you want people to leave where you're from. So, if I wanted people to get out of my cave, I would make a big, spooky, undead dragon to fly over and roar and do all this hullabaloo to, get everybody out of here. And that's what happened. So, that's what I believe.
Alright. I'm willing to believe that you quite situated in your Dragon Lich denial.
Yeah.
But there are some things that... Look, that thing could eat us. We're lucky that by the Pantheon it ain't noticed us. Because, I'm telling you, and he taps his nose, I've got senses for these things. I've been a scout man for years. I'm good at running away from the big nasties that are larger than me and can eat me easily, and that's one of them.
Yeah. Mister, I've seen dragons before.
I've seen
and
a
all this and
dragon
that.
before. I have. That's how I know that I can run away from one.
Well, it's a good thing you can run away from one. I'm sure if one shows up or happens to, that will come in handy.
Look, I know that you think that it's a
I,
load
for
of
one,
malarkey. I know that you
I,
think
for
that.
one, think that we got away scot-free. We got away with some of his stuff. And, we're just going to go on with our day. There's no way he knows which way we went or how we got here. And he's just got set back a couple steps. He's burning off some steam, shooting off some spells,
Look, I don't think that this is no wizard or spellcaster or anything like that. I think this is an honest to God's Draculage. I've seen, again, I know that you don't believe me, but I have seen a dragon and got away from one of them. I don't quite feel that I'd be able to get away from a second one as easily. It's a lot of luck that got me this far, I'll tell you that.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see then.
Guess so. And while you don't hear any threats, you still see the tension in Lorcan as he, for the rest of this watch, keeps his eyes on that tunnel that led down where you saw the Draculage head down.
That's good.
As Bracken and Lorcan head to bed, waking Kari and Carissa for their watch. As you all rest, our viewpoint will shift. Unbeknownst to you, at the ground beneath where you have taken your respite for this evening, there is a path of earth that rumbles and quakes. It slowly flows up the winding pathway that you took to the rocks. Curiously bumps and bobbles all the way to where you are. From the muck, several undead corpses rise, stuck together like pinned mannequins, as if they are ready for a fight. But then they are absorbed back into a large, rocky, crumbling golem body. Hello, friends. Comes over your sleeping, resting bodies. Morning comes, and with it the sunlight, and as you all are awakening, it is Cecil. You see in front of you a large face made of stone staring down at you.
I will shout out in a non-brave manner to alert everyone. To arms! Something's in the camp!
The rest of you, as you awake to an alarmed Cecil, spot the massive form of Deathrock staring over him.
Hey!
Deathrock!
Oh, buddy, you have no idea how much we missed you.
I have prepared for this. I got snacks.
He looks down at Cecil. Who are you?
I'm like huffing and puffing with Warhammer in hand.
He's a new
No.
friend.
Cecil, no, please. You need to put that away.
I'll relax a little bit.
Then he turns to Ozira. Bring more snacks.
Yes, I've got some little chocolate bars and like little candies I've kind of gathered from like the stores from town. And I'd give him some.
Yeah. So as he takes it, he puts it in. Cecil, this is the first time you are experiencing a Deathrock eating. You watch as the mouth moves, and then just bits crumble down as he doesn't actually eat. Just goes through the motions.
He just kind of some munches.
This is also the time that you notice, Cecil, that the stone-like figure has corpses that are melded in and throughout the entire body.
What is this thing?
It's Deathrock.
It's Deathrock.
Deathrock.
So
Deathrock, I gotta tell you, I've missed you so much. I've been thinking about you a lot.
how are lives?
Good. How about yours?
I found friends again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
What
So
been did?
We've been all over. We got so much to tell you. We've done, and I'm just going to start listing off the things we've done for the past, however it's been since we lost him.
It's been like half a year at least, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Just
Or something.
Just
It's been
give
a
him
while.
good old synopsis. Just sit down and chat with him.
Smush birds.
Yeah. We done everything.
I will say this now, just for the technicality. You guys did complete your long rest without issue, so you can mark that.
Awesome, thank you.
I know that I tend to leave some things up to insinuations, but so, having completed your long rest, and having Deathrock here now, what do you Do you converse with Deathrock more, or?
Do you roll? What?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
that's the Deathrock, what have you been up to?
I've been rolling around. There's a nasty swamp witch took a region. And
Oh, yeah, I think I know her, yeah.
yeah, she's got something dark, like moon. Like black as dead. Rotted.
She has that?
Persuasion check to see if you can try and coax the information from him. Men, some dead, some not dead. I carry a big black thing, like a heart.
Oh.
With your passive insights, if you have a passive insight of 13 or higher, he's almost certainly talking about the Shadow Heart. He continues. I saw him moons past some. Deathrock, not sure. And as he scratches at his head, you see that there's like a hand that sticks out that moves where he scratches. Not this moon. Not last moon. Before then.
Alright.
Insight checks. Cecil, you're just...
This is all a joke, right? I'm still asleep.
You didn't know what could be worse than the Dracolich, and then you woke up.
Yeah, you found out we're friends with a Deathrock.
Bracken, Avi, what Deathrock is saying, and Ozira, what Deathrock is saying implies that the heart was taken before the ongoing pursuit of Kailandros even began.
Gotcha.
Also big, dark wings. Not the beast. And he motions towards the hole that leads to the lair of the Dracolich. Not as big, but big person. Strong person.
Oh,
Grey. With wings.
right. Like an angel.
Deathrock doesn't know.
I know. I think I'm just saying that out loud, so...
Yeah. During this situation, Relethalas, your ghostly companion, has found a decayed and waterlogged corpse to possess. She brushes off the muck and equips it with bits of salvageable armor to allow her to cast the spells that she needs, and it's at this point that she's kind of walking back over. And Deathrock kind of cocks his head while looking down at her. A little Deathrock.
Not quite. This is a new friend too.
So, do you do anything?
Cecil's just gonna kind of sit down, put his face in his hands.
I don't think we can leave Corpsemere yet. I think we need to go speak to an old friend.
And what's this one's gonna be? An ogre?
No,
A troll?
witch.
Oh, sure, of course, whatever. This is ridiculous.
You were all about this dragon just a second ago. I don't want to hear it.
No, the dragon I accept. The whole situation.
Sure.
Alright, where do we go?
Ron will speak up. No, Ollie speaks true. This is a witch of the swamps. She is more than what meets the eye, yes, but she seems human.
Never should have left home. Alright, where do we go?
Go ahead, roll insight or survival checks here.
All of us?
Yeah, anyone can do it.
I don't know where I'm going. I'm not gonna roll.
Avi, you have the wonderful idea that Deathrock could lead you.
Yeah, I mean he was hanging out over there. Hey, Deathrock,
Oh, friend.
you want to take us to the witch's house?
Why go to the witch? She's nasty.
I know,
Aw.
I know, but
We
need
could
to
go
talk.
find rocks.
Yeah, we can do that, but first we need to talk to the witch.
Persuasion check.
Love you,
Oh.
Death Rod. You eldritch abomination, I love you.
Deathrock can take you to nasty bog witch.
I know you don't want to do it, bud, but it'll really help us out.
She got
Now-
mean, grubby bodies.
I know, but listen, after we talk to her, we can go find as many rocks as you want.
And think about it, when we're done, you won't have to deal with her anymore.
Okay. So, with Deathrock leading you, after you set up, cleaning up your camp and putting your armor on, you do head out into the swamp, and very quickly you feel like this is going to be a bit of a challenge, as every so often Deathrock it becomes distracted, and you sees to go find snacks. You see that most of his snacks, at least in this region, have moved away from the simple forestry findings that were in the ravine area where you had first found him, and now include the bodies that are found in the bogs. As he crunches and munches, the sound of snapping bones. But you do have help on finding the thing. So with Deathrock guiding you, you have advantage on your checks to find and discern Kylandros' path, as well as just figuring out where to go. So, what skill checks would we like to roll? And why don't we start off with our newest traveler in Corpsemere, Cecil?
We'll do survival.
Okay. You do have advantage, by the way, because Death Rock.
Sure, because Death Rock.
Because Death Rock. It doesn't really settle your nerves much, so really what help is Death Rock doing? But you do avoid some of the precarious terrain. You don't fall into any of the bogs here. You don't get sucked up by the muck. What does Ozira wish to roll?
Well, you know me. Anything involving perception, I'm all about.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for that too.
Yeah. Anyone can roll anything. Bracken, you do have advantage because of Death Rock.
Even better. Thank you, Death Rock. You're so great. I'll take the 18.
And then...
I'm gonna go for history just to see if anything starts looking familiar.
Okay, you have advantage because of Death Rock. Cool. Ozira and Bracken, you're able to spot areas where there are signs of undead. You know to avoid that area. Avi, you do start to recall a little bit of your previous travels through this area and can utilize those in your moving through. But as you are moving, you do have time to talk as you are walking through the swamps in it's a while. So if there's any conversations you wish to have here.
I caught up with Death Rock. That's the best conversation anyone could ever have.
I'm just kind of I'm hanging by Ron.
You would notice very easily, Avi. Ron is quiet, more so than what she typically is. This reminds you very much to when you first met Ron, and she was consumed with thoughts of trying to recall her past. It seems that she's trying to mull over the events that have happened recently. Relethalos, much the same.
You want to think out loud, or?
I'm unsure if there is much to really think. There is anger that I have. Drug. I don't.
Yeah.
Why he is so foolishly committed to this pact. But it is what has happened has already happened.
I think for some people, letting go is impossible. They tend to not be very happy.
And she nods. Cecil, can I ask you how your night went with your sleep?
Pretty darn restless.
Can I get a perception check from you, Cecil?
You may. 13.
You glance over your shoulder because you could have sworn that you heard some flapping of wings, much like you heard the night before, but looking back in the distance, there's no shadows rising up out of the forest to track you or your friends. There's no shifting of the clouds by an unnatural breeze or wind, and you definitely don't hear the roar, at least not truly, though it still echoes in the back of your mind, that sound.
Great. I'm pretty much eyes to the sky as we're making our way.
So, you are, as you're looking around, you feel a nudge at your shoulder, and you see that it's Lorcan. He also seems as restless as you do. Or, I know that you know that what we saw was what we saw, right?
Yeah, it very clear. 0 chance that it's anything else.
I hardly could sleep last night because of that. I could still hear it, you know?
I still think any amount of breeze blowing in my ear is the wings coming for us.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. I know that these fellas have some sort of connection to that walking corpse mound thing. But he talks a little too loud for, my comfort in this situation. You heard the stories that Alvi say. If people don't talk much more above a whisper so that they don't catch this thing's attention.
This thing eats like a loaded cart rolling down a bumpy road.
It just gives me the spooks. Bracken, are you overhearing their conversation?
I feel like he wouldn't really be paying attention, but he would hear that saying and just go, huh? And he just kind of tune back out.
Yeah, as you kind of say that, Lorcan just, no, it's talking about the things you don't want to believe in.
Yeah.
So, any other conversations that happen during the swamps? All right. As you press deeper, marching along into the swamps, whether you care to keep your voice low for privacy, or whether you keep your voice low in case of drawing the unwanted attention of some creature lurking in these lands. Or perhaps you don't even talk at all. You sit there, contemplating your thoughts. And as we go deeper into the swamplands, as threads and strings are pulled taut in the weave unknown to those that are a part of the tapestry. I feel that this is a good place to stop. A brink of discovery, so to say. So, our session will end here and pick up there within our next session on the 31st. I will see you guys there, of course, but I will also see you guys in the next stream.
Yeah.
Until then, I do want to say thank you to Sirenscape, who provides all of our background music, our ambiance, our sad trombone during dramatically appropriate times. I suggest that if you are looking to find this cool tool and bring them to your table, head over to their website, sirenscape.com, to check out what they can do for your table. I also, if you're surfing around on the internet, I also recommend heading over to wildewitch.com. That's WILDEWITCH.com. That is the website for Wildewitch RP. It's got all the cool things we've got going on, all the ways that you can find us on the internet, and of course the invite link to our Discord where you can come hang out, chat with us. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next stream. And as always, may the ever-burning light ever guide your steps. Laters.